One of the scriptures that I go back to so often is 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 12 that says, be careful, for when you think you stand, that's when you're going to fall. And so we need to be very careful all through our Christian life. You never arrive at a place where you're beyond sin. And we must understand that the man or woman of God never gets beyond sin. In fact, one of the great lessons we learn from the life of David is that one thing. He had had great victories, he'd seen God do some great things, and he went up on a rooftop, and on that rooftop, he saw a woman bathing. And he hid a secret lust in his heart. And as a result of that, he thought he could get away with some things, some sin that, he was the king, he was the leader, he was the great man of God. He could get away with it. No, couldn't do it. No one is beyond sin. And you see, that you can hide that secret thing in your heart. And one of the things that will happen to you if you're not careful is that when you begin to think that, I've arrived, I've achieved, I'm beyond these types of things, is there will be secret thoughts, secret lusts, secret things that will crop up in your heart. And those will basically bring you down. For when you think you stand, then you shall fall. And so we need to humble ourselves. I'll never forget, I was a pastor in Germany, and we lived in a little village, and I would go running. I'm a runner, as many of you know, and I would go running. And as I would run, I'd pass a theater, and often there would be all these really pornographic pictures and things on the theater billboard and everything. And as I would run by there, I would be tempted. No one would know if I looked, if I watched, or what I saw, but God would know. And I'll never forget, I made a practice of doing something. As I would run by that theater, I would say, Jesus, I'm trusting you, and I'm keeping my eyes on you. I would look at the ground every time I ran past the theater so that I wouldn't know what was on those billboards or see what was on and I'd just look down and I'd say, Jesus, I'm trusting you. Jesus, I'm trusting you. And I'd keep my eyes and my heart fixed on Jesus Christ. See, being a pastor, being a Christian leader, a youth worker, or woman's worker in the church, it doesn't get you beyond sin. And we need to understand that. And so we need to walk humbly with God and our eyes fixed on Jesus Christ. And all of us need to know that we need to trust God every day. No matter how old you are, no matter how young you are, you need to put your faith in Christ, look to Him, and don't let those secret things abide in your heart. Trust in Jesus. And as you do, He will give you victory all the days of your life.